Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about a famous mathematical constant called pi and its relationship with the number 22 by 7. So let us begin by the definition of pi. Circles, we all know, are the most beautiful and versatile shapes in nature, and pi has got some connection with this shape. It was observed by mathematicians long ago that no matter what sized circle you take, bigger or smaller, when you take the ratio of the circumference of any given circle to its diameter, it always turned out to be a constant. No matter what was the size, the radius, the diameter of the circle, when we took the ratio of circumference to diameter, it always turned out to be a constant. And that constant was named as pi by the mathematicians, and it was observed that it's actually given by something near 3.14 something. It goes on till infinity. It's a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. But it was defined as the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter, and it is one of the most famous symbols in mathematics, and it's got plenty of applications in physics, engineering and statistics. And for this reason, these days mathematicians all across the globe celebrate Pi Day as well. And Pi Day is celebrated on March 14 every year for an obvious reason. The reason is that the decimal representation of pi has got 3.14. When you terminate it just after two places, then this is the decimal, this is the truncated value of pi, truncated after two decimal places. And if you look at 3.14 in the month day format, then you can, call it March 14. So this matches the first three digits of the numerical value of pi, and that's the reason March 14 is celebrated as Pi Day all across the globe these days. Now let's look at the connection between pi and 22 by 7. Right from our school days, when we were introduced to circles, we were told that pi has got to be taken as 22 by 7 for all calculation purposes. So let's examine this question today, whether pi is exactly equal to 22 by 7 or not. The answer to this question is no, pi is not equal to 22 by 7. 22 by 7 is just an approximate value of pi which we use in our calculation for calculating the area of any given circle. In fact, if we see the decimal representation of pi, then it's a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal, so it's an irrational number. Pi is an irrational number. Whereas if we look at 22 by 7, it's of the form p by q, where p and q are integers. So it's very much a rational number. A rational number can never be exactly equal to an irrational number. So this answers the question, is pi equal to 22 by 7? The answer is no. Pi is very much different from 22 by 7. Now if in real numbers, two numbers are distinct, they are not equal to each other, then one has to be bigger than the other one. So out of pi and 22 by 7, which one is bigger comes as the next question to our mind, and the answer is very evident if we look at the decimal representations of these two numbers. Look at the decimal representation of pi, it's 3.1415926 and so on. Friends, more than 105 trillion digits of pi have been calculated so far using supercomputers, and the process is still on. Since it's an irrational number, it's a non-terminating, non-repeating one. So the digits are never going to repeat or follow any pattern. But so far 105 trillion digits of pi have already been obtained by the mathematicians, whereas 22 by 7, being a rational number, is going to be either a non-terminating repeating decimal or a repeating decimal, we all know. And if we look at the decimal representation of 22 by 7, we can observe that this group of digits 142857, 142857, it keeps on repeating in the decimal representation of 22 by 7, and hence establishes that it's very much a rational number. In fact, looking at the form p by q, it's very clear that it's a rational number. So if we compare these two decimal representations, we can see that the third decimal place for 22 by 7 is 2, whereas the third decimal place for pi is 1, which clearly tells us that 22 by 7 is indeed bigger than pi. Now there's one more rigorous proof in mathematics using integration which establishes this fact. Look at the definite integral 0 to 1 x to the power 4 1 minus x to the power 4 upon 1 plus x square. Using binomial expansion, we can rewrite this integration like this. 1 minus x to the power 4 can be expanded like this using binomial theorem. Now combining x to the power 4 with every term inside the bracket, it takes the form polynomial upon polynomial, which can be divided using division algorithm. The integral can be rewritten in this format, in which all powers are involved, because powers are very easy to integrate. Then applying the appropriate formula for integration and putting the limits, the integration boils down to the difference of 22 by 7 and pi. Now let's observe what we were integrating. We were integrating a function which was assuming positive values over the interval of integration. So according to what we know about definite integrals are areas under the curve, right? They stand for, if you are integrating some function over the interval AB, you mean you are calculating the area under the curve y equal to fx between 0 and 1 here. So that means this is standing for the area under the curve of a positive function. And area under the curve of a positive function surely will be positive, giving thereby that 22 by 7 minus pi has to be positive, and hence 22 by 7 is more than pi. So friends, now onwards, whenever you take pi as 22 by 7 in your calculations, please understand that whatever answers you are getting are just approximate answers to your problem. There's no harm in taking pi as 22 by 7, but yes, do keep in mind that you are assuming pi to be equal to 22 by 7. Those answers which you are obtaining are just approximate answers. So I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please press the like button and share forward. Stay tuned for more concepts. Thank you so much for watching.